It's just focused on me.
It's not just... Hello! Hello!
Hello. Hello.
3 down!
Yeah.
Motherfucker!
And given that the second one could have been a 10-minute subplot in the first film,
Yeah.
I'm expecting that the next one could probably have been told in one film.
The book for the next one was the same as the book for this one that we just watched.
And they turned it into 2 movies.
Yeah.
Why?
Money.
Harry Potter.
Precisely.
They make good donuts though. What?
Saya approves of Sainsbury's donuts.
Jacob is a racist. A rapist.
Well, no, he wasn't a rapist. He was a sexually assaulter.
We're all kind of drunk. Or at least
Well, I'm kind of drunk. Zara.
we two are kind of drunk. Zara is the responsible sober one.
With booze. But Jacob sexually assaulted Bella. She said, and he said, "I will never kiss you without your consent again."
And then basically said,
After being a superpowered twat and grabbing her and kissing her, and she breaking her fist, punching him.
I will never kiss you without your consent.
No.
Again.
Then I will make sure that I die unless you give me your consent to kiss you.
And then so she kisses him because, dude, motherfucking emotional manipulation.
Jacob and Edward are basically 2 completely different but completely misogynistic stereotypes of men. One of them has the nice guy, that's Jacob, who thinks he's owed fucking Bella's love.
Jacob is the personification of the idea of, I am doing everything for you, therefore I have the right to touch you.
And Edward is just the creepy, controlling dude. Although he came off as slightly less gross than Jacob
in that film.
in this film.
Yeah, but we got the 2 more to do that as well. But this one, unlike the last one, this one seemed to actually have a point.
And there was an awesome fight scene.
Also, I have one condition on us marrying. What? We have to consummate it before I become a vampire. What the fuck? No, I'm not fucking you.
This is, I think, one of the few examples of
A female begging for sex.
female blue balls.
Yeah.
Why the fuck aren't all the Native Americans naked all the time?
Because, I mean, every time they turn into
They're
a wolf...
not naked, they're PG-13 naked.
Every time they turn into a wolf, everything goes kaboom, to quote the wonderful Cleo Linda Jones. They first explode.
They shop at the same short store that the Hulk does.
No, the Hulk's shorts are stretchy.
So are the werewolves. They
explode into pieces, and then they
No,
suddenly...
we see the pieces explode.
And they're all like, hey, we're all wolves, and then suddenly a couple of minutes later they run in and they're all like wearing shorts and all, and it's like, what?
And there's a chick werewolf who's wearing a shirt.
All like the same one.
No, the worst one is Jacob gets thrown on the floor and he turns back with shorts on.
It's like fucking gender fellatio, just with random pieces of clothing being hidden around the fucking forest. That was set in Washington as well.
Maybe they're in the same universe.
Washington State
has vampires and...
No, Washington State just has random clothing hanging around its forests.
It was part of the clothing cache system of 1991, where basically Smokey the Bear went around all forests saying, "Only you can prevent forest fires, and if all your clothes get burnt off, there's a cache of clothes every 3 trees."
That's
well, you can't have forest fires in Washington. It's like really rainy and windy.
Well, they just spoiled the joke of the entire...
It's really windy and rainy. That's like having a house fire in Manchester. That never happens.
Well, well, it's a government-funded program. Of course they're going to do it where it's really windy and rainy to prevent fires.
That's like having a
flood insurance when you're
typhoon in Arizona. You know, I think the people of Arizona would quite like having a typhoon. It might be.
And Noah built an ark in the desert for the Ice Age. That was really stupid.
Is that why he doesn't do videos very often?
No, he retired, I think.
No, he keeps saying he'll have new ones out.
Yeah, he's still working on stuff.
But anyway, we're getting thingy with the shiny object. And the shiny object is actually a thought. What?
These films sort of blur together. Okay, usually it takes a couple of days to blur movies together, but with these ones, it's
They're
like...
all shot the same. They all look the same.
What happened
Fuck
to...
all happens.
The first three, they've all got different directors.
My mouth
Really?
tastes like
Yeah.
perfume.
Catherine Hardwicke.
Look at his fingers.
There's a trailer on there.
It's frozen.
Catherine Hardwicke directed the first, Chris Weitz directed the second, David Slade directed the third. Fourth and fifth directed by Bill Condon. Why, Bill Condon? Why?
Because his name sounds like safe sex.
Then why is he doing this Mormon porn?
Because they don't have safe sex. And
They're not supposed to be having sex in the first place.
no, they get
You
married.
know who would have been good for this one? Because this is the one with the fucking baby and like the guy want to have sex with the baby and stuff.
No, that's the next one.
Well, you know, it's
The
all
one we're about to watch.
it's all Breaking Dawn. You know, where I hope that we were gonna, help with the theme of the name of the thing by having Breaking Down, but still,
We'll break down.
David Cronenberg would have been awesome.
There's just this.
It's just boring. It's not even like...
This film was it was the two films, the two and three should have been combined with more action. Number two condensed into a 10-minute subplot in three.
Jacob and Edward need to fuck each other.
Yeah, they do. And do you know what would sort out this whole fucking mess? Just a basic
Polyamory.
Yeah, polyamory.
Jacob was already talking about that.
Yeah. He was like, you can love more than one person. I've seen it.
And okay, well, their movies are called. Wait a sec. Where's a thought?
Hmm?
Did you see the Eclipse? I didn't see a fucking Eclipse.
I didn't see Twilight or Breaking Dawn either.
Or...
We don't see Breaking Dawn yet, but
Or a new moon.
yeah.
No,
I
there
saw
was a new... There was
no,
a new
there was a
one.
full moon. Oops. I didn't see a new moon.
I did not see an eclipse, although the symbol for Twilight Eclipse looked like they were trying to do fucking Ring.
No, it looked to me more like they were trying to copy... Was Heroes still around at that point?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It looked to me like God was shitting on the world.
Yes, but that's how everything looks, darling.
Bella's still a fucking racist. She's
Oh.
choosing the uber white guy over the Native American.
We should do the thing about Mormons.
You can explain this theory.
What's
Tyler?
theory?
The Mormons are vampires.
How did I say that Mormons are vampires?
No, vampires are Mormons.
Vampire... Oh yeah, vampire... Twilight is basically Mormon porn.
The vampires are Mormons, and black people are cursed to turn into dogs because they're scurvy dogs.
Seriously, when you become a vampire, you turn white.
And
And sorry, Book of Mormon does state that everyone who's not white was literally cursed with their skin colored by God, and having the dog werewolf guys being cursed with werewolfism,
And it makes them animals. So
and
they're all
then having,
noble savages.
and then Edward's like, I'm not gonna have sex with you until we get married, and and around the same time she's gonna get turned into the same thing he is. That's religious conversion, type way that happens with Catholicism.
If I was sober, I could explain it better.
Edward's old school.
And
Not
by-
sufficiently old school.
No,
I think
Edward's-
Chaucer would have had premarital sex.
they were having premarital sex. There was some dude with the not the Protestants, the not the Reformationists, the guys who settled in
Quakers,
no Thanksgiving.
pilgrims.
No, what were they?
Puritans.
Puritans. The Puritans actually, this is real, excommunicated a guy for not fucking his wife enough.
Yeah, I know.
They liked sex.
You know why the Puritans had
Yeah.
buckles on their heads?
Why?
Because they had dicks on their heads and it was to hold them in.
It was the extreme prudery of the Victorian era was literally a Victorian invention.
Yes.
Yeah. Go back just before, there was fucking everywhere. Fuck,
Mm-hmm.
like, quickies were invented in the royal court.
Quickies were not invented. People have been having quickies as long as they have been fucking.
No, like the definition of it. Like,
And Bella hung around with the guy who was in the Confederate Army. Bella's a fucking racist.
yeah, he was all like, I don't care about you. I was in the Confederate Army.
Oh my God.
I didn't take it as
My
a
lady
racist.
boner is 10 feet long.
I didn't take it as a racist thing, although that is pretty racist. So much as it's holy fuck, you're over 100 years old.
I mean, it's not that impressive considering until 1990, a Civil War veteran's wife was still surviving and receiving a
I
government
don't know.
pension in
I was
America.
born in 1990.
2 children of Civil War soldiers are still receiving pensions from that war to this day.
I was born in 1990.
I was born in 1992. Carlyle was born in the 12th century or something.
He was?
Yeah, he was in the Volturi back in the pre-Edwardian, whatever, back in the Renaissance era.
I'm seeing this series has a lot of unfortunate implications, or possibly deliberate implications, which are completely rather horrifying and fucked up.
Number one, your boyfriend will decide what's good for you.
And your boyfriend and the other guy who likes you are allowed to argue over your fate, and you don't actually have a say in the matter.
Number two, any guy going out with you does have a right to touch you. Number three, black people are dogs. Number four.
Wait. No, the Native Americans aren't black, but in Mormonism it was the Native Americans were cursed separately. But
The Native Americans were the lost tribes of Israel.
Non-white people are dogs.
the only black person that I recall seeing in the entire any of these movies
Was
was
the
the
vampire.
semi-villainous vampire
And he
guy
got eaten
who
by
was
werewolves.
killed very, very easily in part two. It was like,
Asian people are nerds and should only intermarry.
and they don't turn up in part three.
And, you know, if the big vampire bosses people, minions people, decide to kill an innocent, you should stand there and watch them.
And the guy who was working for the red-headed, slowly transforming woman who was in
Victoria.
okay, her, and the Riley guy who was missing. Apparently, he was missing from like a year before.
Yeah.
Bella showed up.
Yeah.
Charlie had like a poster and...
Wait a minute, but if that's the case,
So
but
she went off and found that guy in Seattle and turned him into a vampire.
In fairness, they did kill that bloke before her whole big 6-month weepy thing and shit.
That's
Yeah,
true.
whatever.
Like the sense of time in this movie is really
Is-
strange.
yeah. But Charlie was sitting looking at it. Bella's like, yes, Edward, I'll marry you in secret and we'll fake our deaths and move away. And they're like, no, we'll just say we're going to the University of Alaska. And then she walks in, Charlie, who's like looking at this missing picture of Ryder, and he's like, who's that? Is that anything recent or relevant? No, it's just this guy who's been missing for over a year. His parents called to see if we had any updates. And I was...
That's over
Ow.
a year, so...
if you disappeared, Bella, I don't know how I would handle that. Oh shit, well I'm not going to disappear.
So Victoria grabbed this guy and she's been planning this for a year.
Because he knows all about for forks.
Yeah, because he's a Forks resident.
Wow! Forks resident. There's like 3,000 of those.
A Forks resident, you could get all the local knowledge in one visit. Why don't you walk there?
Yeah, especially, using your hyper-fast vampire speed powers.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it, I'm a resident of here and I don't know this city. I get lost all the goddamn time.
That's because the city's complicated.
That also is a lot more than 3,000.
I wasn't even sure. Okay, if there's any people who are fans of the books or the films, before you say anything, I apologize for your pain. But how long is Bella supposed to have been in Forks at this point? I thought that this was like all three books took place in a year, and apparently I was wrong about that.
I honestly think she went in the middle of first year of high school, she's not in final year.
No, she was a junior. Because in the first movie she specifically says, because like, oh yeah, Jacob Black is really into me, and it's like, isn't he kind of young? No, she says,
Well, that's a
she's
junior.
talking to Edward, junior's third year.
Third year.
Third year.
How many years do you go to high school for?
4.
Years are weird.
I
I
was
was 7
from-
years in high school.
You gotta be like second from to the top in age before you can even become a junior.
Huh?
Junior is like what, the third out of 4 years. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Junior suggests you should be like
Yeah,
first
first
year.
year.
or
Well,
something.
there's freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
Why not just have first year, second year, third year, fourth year?
Because we have first grade, second grade, third grade, etc.
Why do you have two?
Why not
different
just
courses?
have?
Let's not.
Why not
Question.
just have freshman, junior, sophomore? What does sophomore mean?
Second year.
Sophomore is like a device that you hold up and shout through. It's like a megaphone.
No, that's a semaphore.
Exactly.
So what do we learn? That American school system is stupid.
Well,
So it looks like it's taking place over just.
I am
glad.
glad.
Okay, so
it's
she's
2 years.
first. It was March of,
March of her junior year.
and then she graduated and a bit more.
So March of her junior year up to March of her senior year is 1 year. And then she graduated, so it's like March to June.
So this is like
A year and a bit.
16 months. How long did New Moon take?
roughly a year and a bit.
So she literally has been with Edward.
For a year and a bit.
So she's been with him for and not separated from him
Yeah.
for about 2
3
weeks.
months.
2 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god. She is not. Oh, this film didn't need to exist either.
None of them needed to exist. Well, no, the first one is enjoyably stupid.
No, but no.
I could see getting drunk with a couple of friends, and like if you want to turn your brain off,
Isn't that
watching
exactly
the
what we're
first
doing?
one. We're not turning our brains off. We're
But
complaining.
no. If you look, the first one had a cohesive internal plot, and they showed us.
It was crappy Buffy.
Yes.
And then they could have went
but
straight
crappy
to.
Buffy's better than nothing.
They could have went straight to the fourth one, which is just there's the big evil guys called the Volturi. Carlisle used to be afraid of them. The Volturi are annoyed because you didn't turn. That's all you needed from the.
And then we're gonna get married, and I'm going to bite a baby out of your
because
gut.
Victoria is never ever coming back.
Because now she is dead.
Subplot. It's just that these entire 2 movies were a fucking subplot to this wasn't evil my final form.
Well, you could have. I suppose you could have rewritten the end of the first one to kill Victoria there as well, and therefore remove the need of the second. The second one doesn't need to be done at all. Third one, you could make the argument that you should have that middle part.
The battle.
I suppose you could make the argument.
The
You
battle
don't
was pretty
need it.
awesome.
No, it
Also,
wasn't.
It was bad. The rest of the goddamn movie was Edward and Jacob making bedroom eyes at each other and arguing.
It was just CGI versus CGI wire.
Also, whenever Jacob gets behind Bella, it looks like he's dicking her in the bed. It looks like they're bucking and pretending not to while
Well,
Edward watches.
Taylor Lautner's pretty, and he walks around without a shirt on.
And then I went back to that fucking field. What is the... It's the
Because Stephanie Meyer, the origins of that is Stephanie Meyer had a dream about being in a field with a vampire.
I had a dream like that once, but it was a combat situation.
No, they were being romantic and shit.
Well, I don't want to be romantic with a vampire. I don't have enough blood.
They're overgrown mosquitoes as far as I'm concerned.
You are a vampire. What's your opinion on this?
What?
I know it.
Are you talking about the fact that I'm into blood play?
Well, I'm into blood play, but that doesn't make you a vampire. I'm just
Okay then.
being confusing.
I'm really confused, and
She's a vampire. Did you not know this? Not the character Diamanda Hagan, but her.
Okay.
That's not Coke.
I tasted some of it. It isn't Coke. It's Coke mixed with green apple booze, and something happens when you drink it, and I don't know what it is, but your mouth does something.
It's an experience booster where you level up.
I am leveled up. What
Well,
happens when I level
These
up?
movies are stupid.
These
okay.
movies are draining our intelligence.
These movies.
Told you this would get less coherent.
I have
as it went
seen
on.
this movie more times than I've seen The Amazing Spider-Man. I have seen this movie more times than I have seen Thor, and I've seen Thor twice. I have seen this movie the same amount of times as I saw The Avengers in the cinema, and that is 3. I have seen this movie more times than I saw Iron Man 3, which I really liked.
So
I'm
you've
not
seen-
German.
That's not German. That's
That
American
is
Sign
German.
Language.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So now you've seen this amount of times that I have seen Left Behind.
And it's still shit.
I've never seen this movie before, and well, no, I've watched reviews of it, and I would watch the reviews and I would say, you know what? This looks stupid. I'm sure glad I'm never gonna watch these movies.
I
That
have
happened.
seen every
Yep.
single one of these movies in the cinema. I have watched every single one of these movies while having intercourse. I have read all of the books. I have read New Moon twice to try
Why?
to understand the fuckery of it. And I have read the little shitty novella, The Short Second Life, and I dislike this franchise.
Yeah, you should have seen it. They were giving commentary during the entire film explaining what had happened and backstory and, you know, how Emmett was dreamy when he was a gladiator and shit like that.
Yeah.
Knows everything.
Robyn is a genius.
I know the names of random background characters. This makes me sad.
So what happens in the short second life of Britannia? Because in this she sort of appears and then goes Silent Hill and then she dies.
About the same. It was a fucking stupid idea, and Stephanie Meyer threw a hissy fit over it being leaked, which she had
Stephanie Meyer-
every right to do when somebody leaked her work. But
There's
if somebody fished my shit out of the toilet and rubbed it on the walls, I would clean it up.
No, you would.
I would not
On some
refuse.
level, you'd be impressed with the fact that they got into your house and they decided to do that, and then they had the gall to do that. On some level, you'd be impressed.
I would be fucking impressed. Then I would wonder why they did it and look for motivation.
And then you'd stay awake at night wondering why the fuck did they do that?
No, I would put my combat knife back under my pillow.
and then I wouldn't sleep next to you anymore.
That's okay. We could sleep all day the other
Then
day.
you could just, put the shit on the walls.
You shit on the walls.
No!
Right, this is incoherent.
Are we making any sense, folks?
Leave a comment, leave a reply. Subscribe to her Facebook and YouTube channels and her blip and just
And comment and watch her videos.
whatever
because
this
their
is
mother-
on, if this on Tickle Tickle PME, watch more shit than that site.
Her stuff is
It'll be
awesome.
on PME.
You should
watch
watch
more
it.
PME stuff. Her stuff's great.
Her stuff's motherfucking awesome.
And this guy writes good stuff.
Yes, but we're not supposed to talk about that. By order of the head.
Porn writer.
This guy writes great smut and fan fiction and original fiction and
The Hagan porno that Alistair did the dramatic reading of.
we don't talk about that.
That's because
You
that
have
one...
to watch it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You will have to motherfucking tie me down and put clothespins on my eyelids.
Yes, the Miss Serena said. Oh, yes.
No, shut up!
That can be arranged. Live performance!
I will fucking kill you in the face! I will shove burning snails on your nose. I am sorry! Red.
Red.
You could tell that
Red.
it was my performance of Lindsay because I put my hand like that so that on the screen it looked like I had an L symbol in my hand the entire time. Because Alistair is a terrible actor, so he's like, I'm going to be subtle and have an L on screen.
Anyway,
I
back
was
to this film.
I was in Australia when that came out and I had to leave the house.
Back to this film. It was unnecessary. It was better than the last one,
That's not saying much.
but
Yeah.
having your balls bit was better than the last one.
It was just so...
Well, it's more entertaining having your balls bitten than the last one, I suppose. Something happens.
I'm really drunk at dinner, and I haven't had a drink in months. And Robyn is drinking cough syrup.
Okay, 2 more.
Two
Two
more.
more! Hopefully we will not be degenerated into gibbering madness by that point.
Fuck.